Beginning May 7th, travelers flying in the United States or out of airports in America will need to show TSA agents their real ID driver's license or another form of accepted ID, like an enhanced license or a passport, in order to go through security and get on that flight. News Channel 9's Christina Galvin shares what to know about real IDs.
The Real ID deadline is less than a month away after being kicked down the road for years. But why the change, and what should you do to get yours? Let's explain.
Where are we headed? Well, I'm headed to Michaels Air Force Academy graduation since I'm a Real ID.
The Real ID Act, an effort to set standards for ID cards in the U.S., was passed by Congress back in 2005. Now, the TSA is saying that passengers who show up without real IDs or alternatives can, quote, expect to face delays, additional screening, and the possibility of not being permitted into the security checkpoint.
Now is the time, May 7th of 2025 is the deadline that TSA is saying, look, if you want to board a domestic aircraft, your driver's license, your ID is going to have to be Real ID compliant.
AAA says DMVs across the country are slammed as stragglers rush to get their IDs.
What's happening is a lot of people are not able to get an appointment before May 7th because a lot of these appointments are filling up fast.
If you're having trouble squeezing in an appointment, you may still have a chance.
You may have to just do the old-fashioned thing and every morning just refresh your browser and see if any appointments have opened up. You know, inevitably, like with doctor's appointments, there will be cancellations.
And if you can't get a Real ID ahead of your next flight, check if you have another form of identification that's compliant, like a passport. Christina Galvin, News Channel 9.
And important, you really only need the Real ID if you do plan on flying in the United States or going into federal buildings. This Real ID does apply to travelers 18 years and older. Minors do not need to show any identification to the TSA as long as they're traveling with someone who does has the proper identification.